Welcome everybody to ShakmGaming and Control, the Ultimate Edition. This is a visually stunning action-adventure third-person shooter with RPG and exploration elements, set in a weird paranormal world which follows Jesse Faden, the only person capable of stopping the corruptive presence that has invaded the Federal Bureau of Control. Let's go then and take back control.
Warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Oh wow, so many questions to start this game.
Anyone here?
So this is Jessie, our protagonist. Somehow she finds her way into the Bureau of Control, as you can see. Well, on the wall. I could probably just have showed that. In any case, she seems to be talking to somebody. I haven't played the game, but I kinda know about the lore of the universe, so I kinda know who she's talking about. I'm not gonna spoil it, of course. You can see we have collectibles waiting for us, so we are gonna read through those as best as I can. Unless, of course, it's not something very important. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept like rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. Interesting. Why would the Bureau of Control ban items like this? What could possibly be wrong with these kinds of objects that they are so afraid of them? Gonna find out soon. So I guess we're going this way.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
Wow, so many redacted things. Okay, security order. A shark in his, although secure, permission to, following basic protocol, shoot to kill. Okay, something has definitely gone wrong here. And where is everybody? This place kinda creepy right now. No lights, no persons, no nothing. Although you can hear somebody whistling a tune there. Alright, Federal Bureau of Control, hello. As you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request a RE4 form. Jesus, okay, let me go back. From your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under section yada yada. If your R4 requires an interdepartmental claims, yada yada, okay. So this is not one of those very interesting collectibles. Let's just move on. Oh, I already know who that is who's whistling. And that accent and that language is Finnish, just in case anybody's wondering. Let's go talk to this guy, the janitor.
Excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all.
Yep.
Think about it. No face.
So many weird.
Said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
I don't know, I think he's gonna play a much bigger role than that. I don't know what his role is, but I'm envisioning something very unforeseen for him. Alright, let's take the stairs.
And the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
So she's clearly talking to somebody and asking for his or her help. It's gonna be fascinating finding out what that thing or person is. And something apparently happened when she was 11 years old. She said so much. What happened though? And why is this place so paranormal? Hey Pastor, welcome to the stream, buddy. You're joining right at the start of the game, at the best possible moment. In case you do not know Control, this is a supernatural adventure, action adventure. Very story rich. And as I said at the beginning,
For a moment. You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
I'm gonna take this story slow and read through various collectibles and stuff. Because there is a very nice story in this game. I do not know the game, but surprisingly I do know some things about the lore. It's the same as Alan Wake. The universes are connected, kind of. So, Federal Bureau, Barbara, I'm not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day. For the rest of the week, I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Sounds like a lunatic, but Trench is the director of this agency here, so it's obviously not crazy. And we just heard the noise. Let's go find out what that was about.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
Well, meet Zachariah Trench, everybody. He is, or rather was, the director of the Bureau. That gun obviously killed him, and now for some reason, our protagonist feels the urge to pick it up. She is speaking to somebody, and you can see some reflections playing on the screen right now. That is something that is actually aiding our protagonist during the entire game, I think. In any case, let's pick out this very special gun and find out more about it.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Wow, the story is moving so fast. I'm gonna try my best to explain some things that I know from the lore to you guys. So we picked up this gun. This is an OOP, as it said. That means object of power. Remember that letter we read when we just entered the Bureau? It said, you have to be careful of everyday items. And it seemed strange at the time. Why would the Bureau be afraid of everyday items like rubber ducks and things like that, as the document said? All of these things, those common things, might be objects of power, which obviously house immense power, but also immense dangers. And you saw the Russian roulette. Alright, now that he stopped talking, I can tell you again. The Russian roulette is that the gun chooses the director. Obviously, that guy we found, the former director, was shot dead by the service gun. So the gun did not put his trust on him. It did put the trust in me though, because I held it to my forehead and it didn't shoot me.
Same gun.
So what does the gun want from me?
Okay, now I have a gun.
So the gun seems to accept me. That's a good step. You can see the gun doesn't have exactly ammo, it has energy. It refills as you let it rest, and obviously depletes as you shoot. But there's no conventional ammo in this game, just energy. Alright, so now we can shoot things. This is a practice area, I guess. Headshots count, by the way. Oh, now these guns have guns though. These guys, I mean. So let's be careful. Let's see, I watched your Mafia 1 part, says Pastor. You should check your minimap more often, missing lots of things. Yeah, was kind of rushing through that one. I wanted to go for the main story. Because in Mafia, the side quests are kind of boring. This game is the exact opposite, so I promise you in this one I'm gonna be much more observant, because the side missions are supposed to be excellent.
safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here.
All right, I would be terrified.
Things are quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
So right now we need to proceed further. Oh, jeez, what's that?
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror.
So she is talking to that thing that is accompanying her. Obviously that was a memory. Let's let the gun recharge. And apparently that power that accompanies us at some point helped Jesse get through something horrifying. Alright, so let's make sure we check every office. And let's read through the collectibles. Although this one doesn't seem to be very interesting, let's see though. Reminder, drafting any public-facing material. While penning any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, those are the supernatural occurrences, by the way. They are called AWEs. Altered world events, I think. Please adhere to the following guidelines. Words and phrases to use in the service of his/her country. Regret, proud, pride will be remembered. Word phrases to avoid: Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, apology, sorry. It seems like instructions for talking to something that is not quite used to the human language, I'd say.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Right, for now, for starting the game, it is kind of boring in combat because we do not have any powers. Rest assured, we will very soon gain some... Oh, jeez, that guy. Didn't see him. There must be more of them because the music is still going crazy. Oh, that is actually a lot more of them. It's kind of weird trying to aim in this game because once you shoot them in the head, they kind of jerk around and make it very tough to hit them again. Something definitely happened right before we arrived. Federal Bureau of Control, dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Ambre. Wife will meet you there, don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at the lobby reception. Remember, she's turning 46. Sounds like an assistant making sure his boss does get his facts straight, I guess. Oh man, these poor people. Oh, red is never a good color. Something's about to happen here. Central Executive.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
Alright, so you got that, right? She...
Contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Examination of paranatural topics, urban legends. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain redacted, informed by our own redacted, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can be artificially redacted in popular culture using redacted. Our Bureau-made anthology television program. Ooh, that is an interesting thing I know some things about. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occurred on redacted. A pair of scissors that consume human redacted through 2 punctures on the redacted. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for the children, they are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Kinda goes to show you, this is tying into conspiracy theories a lot, like things that are considered conspiracy theories are actually AWE's events that this bureau investigates and apparently also tries to hide from the common people. Alright, next collectible. How to handle and schedule visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How'd you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If, however, their answers seem redacted, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If the responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, then redacted immediately. Remember, there is no such thing as too suspicious. Very interesting. So, people entering this building, if they act normal, they are shown the exit. If they do not act normal and act kind of crazy, then the Bureau is interested in them. Why would that be? Well, that's actually an easy answer, because they might be part of some AWE, and they, the Bureau, want to know all about them. Alright, that is a control point, I think. Alright, let's let the gun recharge a bit. Oh, jeez. Oh, there's a grenade there, come on! Jesus, I was far away from it! Okay, we need to gather some health. Let's run around the place a bit. Are these guys using any tactics? I'm wondering. Alright, let's gather some health there, quickly. Yes, nice. The game kind of forces you to be a bit offensive at times. Because you need to be gathering
Must cleanse control points.
health from them. Alright, so our first control point. Let's activate it. Where is it? Interesting.
Cleanse the control point.
Oh, there it is.
What does that mean? Help me fix it. Holy shit! You did it! We did it!
With the Bureau. Are you still sane?
Why is that person asking me these kinds of questions? As Ryan does. Compares me to John Wick.
Please, talk to me. We saw you deal with them.
It is very complicated. It is extremely the lore of this game. Even though, as I've said, I do not know the game, I know some of the lore. Yeah, it is extremely complicated.
To come out.
So why is the? Did you notice that this Pope character? First, she asked us if we are with a bureau, and then she also asked us if we are still sane. That means that something has happened to us that usually makes people insane, right? So let's get an explanation for that, I guess.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Alright, so apparently they do want us to try and cure these people. Try to push the evil, or the hiss, let's call it as it stands, out of them. Let's give it a try.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
So I guess these people who have been affected by the hiss are doomed.
We need to make a plan, Jesse.
Alright, let's hear the plan.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
And that's the end of this episode then. If you enjoyed it, remember to press the like button to help my channel out, and definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments. To watch the next one, you can find a playlist link in the description of this video. And if you want to receive notifications for every new episode, make sure to click the subscribe and bell buttons right below this video. Thanks again, guys. See you in tomorrow's episode.